guys, and welcome to the Angry Joe Show. Now, playing Dragon Age Origins these past days has got me in a medieval beatdown mood. And even though we're in the middle of kind of a console gamer season, I can't deny my strategy roots. I love a good RTS. It's exercise for the brain, like a good game of chess, which is why I'm a huge Total War series fan. Hell, my longest video was on Empire Total War. And while that game ultimately disappointed me, feeling unfinished and having quite a few bugs, I can take solace in the fact that I may have found something amazing flying under the radar. The game is called King Arthur.
May one knight here through victory in arms find the grace to draw the sword and be king.
By my right of victory, by my blood, give me the power.
The undergrounds! The undergrounds!
That's sad. Poor Patrick Stewart. But don't worry, you already play as King Arthur, the fabled king who was the only man that could pull the sword from the stone. Well, there was one other, but history doesn't talk about him. Sorry! And even though the logo looks similar, no, this is not based on the crappy latest King Arthur film. In fact, I'd wish they changed the names. Anything like King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table and their wenches. Hell, in fact, it has more in common with that badass movie, Excalibur. Excalibur and the Knights of the Round Table. That's what they should have called it. Essentially, this game is billing itself as a role-playing war game, taking two of my favorite genres and smashing them together. It does exactly that. I mean, think of medieval Total War, subtract the siege battles, add in fantasy creatures, magic, Knights of the Round Table as your heroes, RPG-like quests for each of those heroes to go on, RPG loot for you to equip, like weapons, armor, charms, for them to march into battle with, giving them new magical abilities. Hell, you can even have Merlin force women to fall in love with your heroes.
Can you make her love me?
Now look, I once stood exposed to the dragon's breath so that a man could lie one night with a woman. It took me 9 moons to recover and offer this lunacy called love, this mad distemper that strikes down both beggar and king. Never again. Never.
Okay, so it's not love. Mainly it's just to increase their loyalty. But you take all that stuff and you got yourself King Arthur.
Rule your destiny in 2009.
Now here we have the campaign map. You'll notice that it looks a lot like the Total War games, but here you have a few differences. In addition to fighting other kingdoms for territory, you're going to be going on quests.
Here he comes, here he comes.
So tired. Can't go. Oh, I failed. Oh. Oh.
He's drunk. He's drunk.
Oh! Oh!
Oh my God.
Percival! Oh! Kate! Lancelot! Oh! They're real mature, guys! Real mature! Then who's doing the voices? Oh, yeah! Oh! Oh, that's just wrong, guys! Screw you! These quests are divided into chapters, and each quest can give you new items, new equipment, ladies to join your courts, or more importantly, more knights to lead your armies. Now the quests you go on, they're mainly just dialogue options. They serve fine, and for me it was fun reading, but really they could have used a voiceover to make it more thematic. What I found most fun about the game is recruiting knights and upgrading them. You can upgrade their skills and abilities just like an RPG, and you can equip them with all sorts of loot that you find on various quests. It really adds so much character into this game to know that one of your units that you started with at the very beginning is still around, and you'll do everything to keep it alive. Now where you might find some frustration is in the battle system. It's not that it's not fun. The magical attacks definitely add to the game, and the victory point locations allow you to win the battle when you may not have as many forces. Also, it needs to be mentioned, the unit variety here is way more fun than in Total War series. And if you look up close, the graphics are actually pretty amazing. Unfortunately, there are nagging problems. The main one being the AI pathfinding. For example, if you have 3 units and 1 enemy unit, I should be able to just click on that enemy unit, have my units attack, and eventually circle around and engulf them. Instead, in this game, your units attack and just kind of bunch up and hold there as one unit at a time goes and attacks that unit. Come on, in real battles, you're not that stupid. You go around to bring more swords to bear. And it's especially frustrating when you have a powerful hero and you want to use a magical ability, but he's stuck like this behind his troops. Also, the camera controls are a bit awkward, a little bit different from the Total War series, but it's not something that's impossible to get used to. Alright, now it's time to issue a final verdict. For a small publisher without the resources of a Sega or a Creative Assembly, creating a game like this is a pretty epic undertaking. But they pulled it off really well. The presentation is excellent, the graphics are above average, there's just a few drawbacks that take away from the experience, but nothing really that shouldn't prevent you from buying the game. I'm giving this game a full 8 out of 10. In fact, I had more fun with this game than Empire Total War, so in some ways it actually surpasses that series. And at the time I did this review, I paid only $37.99 for the game. That's a lot cheaper, and that's a hell of a deal. There's really no reason you shouldn't buy this, especially to support this young company, Neocore. These guys have a lot of talent, and hopefully we see something else from them soon. So I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.
Stand aside, Patrick Stewart, you weakling. I don't see what's so difficult. By my right of victory, by the badass blood that pumps through my veins, give me the power.